Hello, bright and shiny beacons of light. Actually, I'm told that it starts too soon. Hello, bright and shiny beacons of light. I'm speaking loudly because Hannah Bear is still awake upstairs. She's mid-feeding right now. Looks like I missed the latest washing of the pumping equipment. Not really a how does it get any better than this, but I did get to say goodnight to Hannah Bear before I came down here. And Rue, who I will update you on in a minute, he is taking a nap in the other room. If you were here last week, he was kind of beside himself as he was getting used to the place. And the sound that you heard last week, the boom, 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 was the you're not taking me to bed. You cannot take me to bed. And he's going boom, 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 boom. Much better this week. Do we have a fun and exciting evening for you where we're going to talk about really a conspiracy? That's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about angels, guides, and someone else. And we'll talk about who that someone else is. Someone else conspiring in your favor on the other side of the veil. That's what we're going to talk about here this evening. We're going to talk a little bit about our School of Mystics that is coming up starting on Wednesday. How does it get any better than this? And I want to start with kind of, oh my. If you've been following my journey, then you know that universe often guides me through my body. It used to be boo-boos, and there was a very long period in between boo-boos until Jessica's birthday of last year. But something interesting happened then, and it just played out. Well, it's still playing out. So when I got, as I call it, kissed by an SUV last year, and for those of you who are going, why is Michael sharing these stories? I want to find out about how the proof that the universe is setting me up. This kind of is a little bit of the proof, and I tend to teach through story, although I'm going to give you some hard reasons and some hard things to look for. Not hard as in difficult, but means easy way to tell that the universe is setting you up. So last year on Jessica's birthday, and if there isn't a setup, then I don't know what is. Look at the cosmic timing of things. I was supposed to be slowing down more, spending more time with Jessica. I went out. It's okay to go out on her birthday for a short bike ride, whereupon an SUV clocked me, turned straight into me. Ow. Broke my pelvis. Redesigned my wrist along with some titanium, tore some muscles in the inguinal region called a hernia. And that hernia remained small until, if I'm honest, until I overcommitted at the end of this summer. Something that felt like flow, though I heard a niggle inside of me saying, are you really sure you want to do this? But it really felt like flow. And sometimes you get to step back and really take a big picture look, something I'm typically exceptionally good at. But this time, I could have stepped back a little bit farther. And so fast forward a month ago, I'm very overwhelmed. I teach a beautiful School of Mystics class, and you are not going to want to miss this month's School of Mystic. I'll be telling you all about it. Starts this Wednesday. You've got to come join us. And I even got a massive discount coupon code for you to come join us. And I'm being told, please greet Jill Mitchell. It's her birthday. Happy birthday, Jill Mitchell. Happy birthday, Jill Mitchell. So with that said, we love you, Jill. With that said, a month ago, I ate some greens known for helping you to detox, get out what's not good for you. And that evening had really substantial food poisoning and tore my hernia apart, or tore the region apart. I was so sick. After that, I kind of nursed by for a little bit. As many of you know, I qualified for the world championships in the combined swimming and biking last weekend. Still can't believe it. How does it get any better than this? And then a couple days later, going back into that overwhelmed state, I had a small salad or a few bites of one before going to bed and got sick again. This time, at least I learned that when you have a hernia, if you sit on a chair, you can turn off the volume here if you need to. If you sit on a chair to throw up, things tear less. However, the damage was done. And I ended up at a surgeon today, the surgeon's office today, looking at emergency surgery. Thankfully, it's not life-threatening. There was a concern about that. Thankfully, he can get me in quickly next weekend. So here's the question. Was I set up? The bigger picture question is, are you being set up? And the answer, quite loud and clear, is you betcha. Now, somebody asked a few weeks ago, but doesn't that mean, Michael, I have to be afraid of my angels and guides and everything on the other side because they're going to hurt me to set me up? No, man, they love you. We're going to talk more about that in a little bit. However, they will do what it takes to get your attention. I'm there in a meeting with my EA today, my super EA by the name of Francesca, and I'm going, Francesca, what can we cut back on? Where can we pull things out? So I'm really doubling my efforts, sort of like doubling over, doubling my efforts to look at what can be removed. At the same time, I'm looking at my diet. How can we clean it up? How can we make it even better? How can I be even healthier? Last note, and then I'm going to dive into how we can find proof for you. Today, I'm driving to the pediatrician, baby Hannah's doctor's appointment. And it's supposed to be many hours before we go and see the surgeon for myself. And I get a phone call. You need to come to the surgeon right away or he's not available for another week. Wait, this is an emergency. Sorry, it's take it or leave it. How the two appointments, opposite sides of the state at the same time. And I've been promising I will not rush. Breathed into it, said, here is what we need and when we can actually get there. They found a way to make it work. And it actually made the afternoon easier. The universe is always, 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 always conspiring in your favor. So today, what we're going to talk about, first and foremost, the gifts the universe gives you when it's conspiring in your favor. These gifts are called pattern interrupts. Proof that the universe is meddling with you is when things are going along well and then things start to blow up on you. Now, we think these things are pain in the butt. These things are, we're doing things wrong. I come from, well, how do I put this politely? In the Jewish religion, there is, and I'm not going to get the term right, there is a saying that you do not want to say good things, or basically you will be knocked down. Not picking on the Jewish religion. There is a very specific cultural term to this. It's a way of keeping things in safe. And I believe that it helped serve the Jewish people, myself included, for thousands of years to keep the tribe safe. Don't say anything too big, you'll be knocked down. We've all heard the expression, make big plans or share big plans and God laughs. So, is it true that if things are going along well, the universe is going to knock you to your knees. No. However, the big picture point here is that your angels, your spirit guides, your spirit animals, your loved ones on the other side of the veil, and somebody even more special who I'll get to in a minute, are helping you to transcend this reality, helping you to become an ascendant master here on earth. Yes, you, an ascendant master here on earth, not shackled to this world, but living above it. Am I excited that I'm going to have hernia surgery next week? Yeah, actually I am. I'm excited because this has been coming for about a year and I've had to deal with it, but it wasn't that big of a deal. And it'll make my wife feel better. It'll make my family feel better. It'll make me feel better. Is it a setup? Yeah. Am I okay with it? Yeah. Can I see the big picture in it? Yeah. One person may be locked up and become the leader of a country, Mandela. Another woman can feel forsaken and yet work with the poor, after the downtrodden, after the sick, Mother Teresa. So many people may struggle in abject poverty, in being lost, in having no money, in. But if you can step back, you can see. It's hard to say. Please forgive me. I'm very energized about this. You did not come here for comfort. It is not known as the Earth holiday. What do we call it? Earth holiday planet. This is not the planet you come to for a vacation. Certainly, from what I understand, extraterrestrials come here for the diversity of life and the coolness and all of the experiences. And it's pretty cool. But if you think about it, think about your vacations. Think about the vacations that you remember the most. The vacations you remember the most, I guarantee you, had stuff go down. They had things go wrong. That's where you remember things the best. In other words, we came here to have challenges in order to help us ascend. So we came here with story and for the story. The story is always for a challenge. So I love movies. Although lately I've actually been playing a lot of brain games to help with the concussion that I got when being kissed by the SUV last year. And so I've been playing brain games more than I've been watching movies. However, I'm a movie guy. I love a good movie. Now, I tend to take the ones that aren't violent. I tend to take the ones that have the most positive ending. But here's what I know. You can go to Netflix and you can scroll Netflix, not doom scroll, but just scroll all the different movies. What are you going to see? And here's a challenge for you. Show me. Oh, I hear baby Hannah giggling and laughing upstairs. How does it get any better than this? I can't wait to bring her on camera. I can't wait. Heen, you did it again. The first donation of the night. How does it get any better than this, Heen? Sending so much love your way. You go onto Netflix. You scroll. What do you find? Every single movie has something go wrong, a problem that gets to be solved, has a challenge, and then has an answer, a transformation. We can call this the arc. Every single story or movie on Netflix has an arc. Why? It's thrilling. It's exciting to us. Why? Because it's the story of your life. Your life has an arc to it. Your life has a journey. Your life has a challenge. You won't find a single movie without an arc because that isn't the human condition. The human condition is not just about sitting back kicking back on the couch for the 90-minute movie. Can you imagine a 90-minute movie where you just watch somebody hanging out on the couch? You call that guided meditation. That's not bad. But for a movie, it's probably not going to do so hot. I don't know. Maybe if it's Jim Carrey, who knows? But life, human condition, your journey, my journey, the challenge is the journey. It's not the end result. The challenge is the journey, not the end result. In other words, you're not trying to get anywhere. You're not trying to get anywhere. I want to tell you all about the School of Mystics in a few minutes, but one of the things that our students get in the School of Mystics is understanding more about who and why we're here, how we raise our vibration, how we transcend the mundane, this limited reality, and how we feel much better through the experiences. That's what the School of Mystics does, among other things. Certainly, it'll help you hear from the other side of the veil, but it will help you to say, oh no, I have surgery next week. Oh no, I lost another feather. Rue is heavy-duty molting in his new house. And I still am fine. Ultimately, we can do this life the easy way or the hard way. Easy way is to become a mystic. That's what I'm challenging you to do, to be able to go to the other side of the veil and bring back wisdom, to see the world from a higher perspective. When you're a mystic, it doesn't mean you're Houdini. It doesn't mean you're the Buddha. It doesn't mean you can walk on water, though perhaps you can. But it means you see the big picture and everything from the higher vantage point. Your angels, your guides, the universe is messing and meddling with you from a higher vantage point for your highest good and the highest good of all. Now, if you can join them on the other side of the veil, you can see what they're doing and why. It changes everything. That's why I have the School of Mystics, because when you get the big picture, you are set free. You are no longer trapped in the matrix. What's the matrix? It's an egoic game where we believe the story that we're in, where we think this place is more real than real. Stealing a line from Eben Alexander, who had a near-death experience where he said that the other side was more real than real. And it is. That's the true waking world. This is the dream world. In the dream world, you're given challenges, you're given setups to help you to grow, to help you to love, to help you to open your heart, something I'm teaching in this month's School of Mystics, to help you to expand. So, it's interesting. I've got a note here about the hernia and that I could heal it with my mind, but that's not where I'm at because I need to go through this for my journey. And I was told surgery is important. I do a lot of channeling for these talks that I give because I find the best information didn't come from me. But the best information often comes from the best questions. And the best questions often come from difficult moments. So I can look at surgery next week and I can say, okay, I know at this point, and if you get nothing else, I want to help you to know that everything can be a gift. It's a choice. You can view it from a victim point of view. You can view it from a misery point of view. That's okay. This is, I can't say that I haven't gone, ow, a time or 1,000. But you can also view it from a higher vantage point. How does it get any better than this? How does it get any cooler than this? I can't help but say it. I got a racing bike last month for this big event. The bike came in with multiple cracks in the frame and almost no time to get a replacement. I don't even know how I did it. I ended up with a bike that's not even out on the market yet. That's a work of art. That's across from me. It only came in a few days before the event. I not barely qualified, but it was hard because I wasn't used to the bike. But it came about Because I got a cracked frame. The cracked frame was a gift. So for myself, I'm trying to figure out how to slow down, breathe deeper, do a little bit less, more family time, more writing time, more riding and swimming time. And I haven't been able to figure it out. But the surgery pause button will help me to do just that. It will shake things up. So, this is a key consideration to understand. And this is really point number 1 of the evening. Technically, we can call it point number 2. Point number 1 is that we're here to grow, to learn, to experience challenge, and to ascend this reality, not to leave this reality behind, but to see it from a higher vantage point. That's really point number 1, is to learn, to grow, and ascend, and to see the world through a higher vantage point from our challenges. So point number 2 is to, Rue's really good at this. I don't know how birds move their head that fast, but he does. Point number 2, look for pattern interrupts in your life. Look for the pattern interrupts. Lisa just gave me a beautiful pattern interrupt with a donation. Super kind donation. How does it get any better than this, Lisa? How does it get any better than this? Thank you so much. Look for pattern interrupts. Time in life when things are going super duper smoothly, and then something blows up, or you slip on a banana, or Stardust gives you an amazing donation. How does it get any better than this, Stardust? I send all my love your way. Look for when things go off the rails. And then point number 3, look for and at the divine, put that in quotes, the divine timing of things, or what really feels like ill timing of things. And we'll take more of a closer look at that in a second. So, when things are going along smoothly, the question is, are they gifts from the angels? Are the times that things are going along smoothly gifts from the angels? Absolutely. In a sense, when things are going along smoothly, that is the vacation. That is the reprieve. That is the chance to take a deep breath, recharge your batteries, raise your energy, and get ready for the next challenge. Does this mean that there will always be challenges? Check your pulse. You ain't going to be here for more than this whole lifetime. In other words, you're going to hit some bumps in the road. Everyone around you will hit some bumps in the road. Everything is cyclical and will hit bumps in the road. So when things are going smoothly, say thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't cower. That's not the point. Enjoy your vacation. You know, if you got time away from school and you're on, you're in Maui, enjoy Maui. Don't worry about what's going to happen when you go back to school. Enjoy Maui. If we consider life a video game, the good times, those are the pauses between the levels. Those are the time where we can get a drink, we can get some food. I haven't dared to have my smoothie on camera yet because I'm going to end up with a fruit mustache, but maybe I will do that sooner or later. But in a video game, the good times are the times where you get to pause between the levels. Sometimes you need more of a pause. Sometimes you need less. But the real game is when things get going again. That's when you learn. That's when you grow. That's when you stretch yourself. So, when things go off the rails, our natural tendency is to say, I did it again. I screwed things up. I messed things up. I made a bad decision. Why did I? If only I could have. No, man. Thank you, Peter Arno. Thank you so much. Thank you for your kind donation, Peter Arno, and sending so much love your way. How does it get any better than this? No, it doesn't mean you've done anything wrong or even off track when that next chapter comes. It means your angels, your guides, your spiritual team on the other side have found you worthy, have found you willing, have found you ready, willing, and able to continue. And they're giving you exactly what you need to continue on your journey. Exactly what you need to be continued on your journey. Now, there was this gentleman again last week who said, I'm worried that the angels are going to, take me down, bring me to my knees. Everything's going right, and they're just going to whap me. That's not out of love. First off, nobody's whapping anybody. These are all higher level learnings and growth experiences. It's another reason to join the School of Mystics. I'm going to help you to see the experiences from a higher vantage point, which sets you free from the misery, sets you free from the suffering, sets you free from the egoic victim mentality. The logical mind will trip you up to say, wow. I hadn't planned on sharing this. Understand that I channel when I do this. I tend to share a lot of my boo-boos. That tends to be how I've learned in the past. Let's go back to 1993, way on back. Yes, I'm older than I look, which is actually kind of cool. But with that said, 1993, I've been training at the Olympic Training Center, brought a bicycle racing team to Europe, was racing in the French Alps, trying to make it to the Tour de France. And a safety official in the French Alps. I'm coming up on, it's a town called Hauteville, High Town. I'm coming up on a blind roundabout. Somebody gives me water. Merci beaucoup. Crowd's going wild. Allez, allez, American. And that safety official waves me through the turn with his safety wand. You can hear the vehicles or something like that. That's maybe more Caddyshack, but you can hear the vehicles going. I go through the turn, and I can say this smiling now. I think that's the teaching I've been doing in the School of Mystics. I get waved through the turn straight into an oncoming car, and a woman, an elderly woman, and a dark green full-size Peugeot had found her way from an alley out onto the race course and nailed me. I went through 6.5, almost 7 years of PTSD and pain centers and all sorts of healing modalities to try to work on that. It's cleared. It's gone. I lay on the pavement at that point. Woo. The pavement is so hot summer day. I am taking my fingers, and I remember consciously thinking, I am in so much pain because my leg was at a 90-degree angle. We'll leave it at that. I was in so much pain that I wanted to bite down on the pavement, which I probably would have lost my teeth. So instead, I dug in with the pavement so hard that I had pavement under my nails for weeks. And I remember thinking, and I thought this for years, God is dead. There is no God. Why did this happen to me? This was my life dream to race in the Tour de France. Why was this taken away from me? Now, in hindsight, I got to be honest. Knowing what I do now, I could have healed and still gone for it. But it wasn't meant to be my path. The universe is not, it sounds so cliche, but it's so true. Please understand. The universe is not happening to you. You are not a victim of your life circumstances. The universe is not happening to you. Angels are never doing anything to you. They are doing things for you. They are doing things with you. You will see this on the other side of the veil. I wasn't meant to be a pro cyclist in Europe. I'd already been offered all of the drugs. I turned them down to that point. At some point, I probably would have said, well, everybody else is doing them. Give me the works, because that's what it took. And I a lot invested in the game, but that wasn't where my heart was at. So the universe blasted me the heck out of there. It says, you've got a different mission. I'd say a bigger mission, but every mission is a beautiful big mission. You've got a different mission. But let me go back to a key point, a key word or phrase I just made. Your angels and guides are doing things for you. We've already said that. And with you. Oh, goody. They're doing things with you. You see, that magic person that I said was also, or being that was also meddling on your behalf, Yolanda, I love you. How does it get any better than this? How does it get any better than this? Talk about someone who is having the universe conspire for her, even if it doesn't or didn't feel it in the moment. You're a rock star, Yolanda. You're a rock star. You're a rock star. You're a rock star. You think you're here. I think I'm here. And here, and here, and here, and here. You think you're here too. I'll let you in on a secret. You're not here. There is no here. This is a hologram. This is no more real. And yes, it can hurt, but this is no more real than a holodeck on Star Trek. It's not real. This is the dream world. This is where we learn. There is you that is here in this body, really in this video game. And then there is you who is at the controls or at the joystick. Old school 1980s arcade terminology. Pac-Man, for instance. You think you're the video or in the game, but you're not. The you that is here is merely a mirage, an amnesic collective response to help you to grow and ascend. An amnesic, can't remember, collective response, meaning of everyone, to help you to grow and ascend, and for all of humanity to grow and ascend as well. Also, why the School of Mystics works so well is because we come together as a group. And when we're a group, the collective amnesia, the forgetting who and what we are, doesn't stand a chance. It melts away. Come join us Wednesday. All right, enough said there. The trick is you are not here. You are always and only on the other side of the veil. So you think, why did my angels do this to me? Why did my guides do this to me? Understand, they did nothing without your express blessing. Forget about permission, blessing, because you are on the other side of the veil, sitting around a table, a boardroom, hanging out in the park with your angels and guides going, all right, how do we help the me here on earth to learn even more so that I can scoop up these lessons and bring them home? You are conspiring for your highest good. Don't get upset with you. You'll never give yourself a challenge more than you can handle. You'll always give yourself just what you need. It's a video game. You'll give that little guy, gal, dude, them, they, there. You'll give them the most amazing challenge for their most amazing growth. For their most amazing growth. Your angels aren't doing anything to you. Your guides aren't doing anything to you. You on the other side of the veil are firmly in control and can decide in any moment what's too much. You can decide when it's too much. You can decide when you need a break. And you can always tell when you're ready to go full throttle again as well. You on the other side knows. Here's where Michael, Jessica, Jamie, John, Jill, Yolanda, here's when they can take more. Coolest thing about becoming a mystic, and I want to challenge you to become a mystic. You were meant to be a mystic. Is when you're a mystic, you start seeing from a higher level point of view, and you can tell when you're ready. You don't go, oh crap, here it comes. But you understand the meaning behind all of this. You understand this is a collaborative effort. So, was my hernia, in a sense, by design on the other side of the veil to help me to let go of the burden, to slow down, to shed things? Oh, heck yeah. Absolutely. There's me on the other side of the veil with a joystick around my angels and guides going, how do we do this? How do we get a message across to little Mikey? What do we do to help him? What do we do to help you? So, when the pattern interrupt takes place, it means the break is over. The intermission is over. It's time to get back in the game, is what your higher self is saying. And it's not just your higher self, it's your entire divine team in cahoots on your behalf. That is the gift. For they know what's the best time for you to get going again. But you can begin to recognize it too. When you feel you're in a groove, when you feel things are going awesome, and you start to get shaky, this doesn't mean what you think about you bring about. Okay? When you get shaky when the going is good, you're not afraid of success. Well, you may be, but chances are you're not afraid of success, and you're not about to blow things up. What it means is there's a cosmic recognition that it's sooner or later, the next challenge is going to come. Now, your egoic mind, your small self is going, no, no, no. Let me have things exactly as they are. Things are perfect right now. Things are never perfect right now. And they are. They're perfect in this moment, but it is a perfect time of growth and expansion. And that brings us to our next point. You guys are hanging in there well. We're covering some good ground here tonight. How does it get any better than this? Divine timing of the universe. Or in the joke that I never seem to be able to pull off from Steve Martin, it's all about timing. Yeah, I still can't pull that one off. If you've ever experienced, I just missed something. Oh, if only I had. If I'd thought about that in the moment, why didn't I? If you've ever had an if only I had moment where you just missed something, you just missed someone, you just missed an opportunity, you just missed nothing. And believe me, my egoic mind would like to kick back and blow back on that one. And Jessica would say, you are a complete and total hypocrite if you don't pull out that you still have those feel like just missed moments as well. Absolutely guilty. Absolutely. But a just missed moment ain't nothing like that at all. There's some good English. It's not what it appears to be. These are not accidents. These are not coincidences. These are not you did something wrong. These are markers to help you to remember. There's a little sting, a little bite to help you to remember there's more going on than meets the eye. When you face a marker, when you face a moment where, oh, if only I had. What it's saying is pause, breathe deep, anchor this in. These are aha moments to remember this is cosmic setup, to remember that this is a game, to remember this is for your highest good. What's the proof that you're being set up? When things are super duper close and you tried everything you could and it just didn't work out or you just missed. Why'd you just miss? Because you're being pulled by invisible marionette strings. Or you wouldn't have just missed at all. It's hard in the moment. But it's important to understand. It's why I teach the School of Mystics, to help shift your energy around this. When you become a mystic, you get it. You get the big picture. You get the aha moment that there are no just misses. But what's most important is the energy behind everything. Why did I have a hernia at just this time? Why will I face surgery right now? Well, actually, a week and a half from now. Why couldn't it have happened at another time? You look at the cosmic timing of everything and you spot something interesting. In my case, boy, was the universe kind to me. The universe tore me apart to recognize something. It'll be fine. I'll be okay. But it also still let me qualify for the World Championships. Talk about kindness. And I didn't ride the race hard. I rode totally within myself. I'm not a super stud, but I rode totally within myself to take care of myself. I'm learning a lesson in taking care at an even deeper level. It's interesting when we look at the cosmic timing having to do with taking care of ourselves. And we'll go about another 5 or 10 minutes and we're going to open up to questions. We'll do a meditation a little early. As part of taking care of myself, we're going to keep these a little bit shorter right now. How does it get any better than this? I'm going to get to sleep earlier. Baby's going to already probably asleep. Jessica's enjoying a delicious dinner behind me. How does it get any better than this? I love you, Pookie. And Rue's asleep in the other room. All right. When you look at the cosmic timing, it's interesting. Look at the news. There you're going to see something interesting as well, the same interesting thing. We are all addicted to the negative. That's where we place our focus, on the negative, because as biological beings, that's helped us to survive. If I drive down the road and I see a bunch of stuff that went wrong, that went down, that was dangerous, and I tell my Pookie about it, the next time I may be even more particularly careful to avoid those challenges. That can be a good thing. But we get addicted to looking for the negative. And we look for the negative in ourselves. And we start kicking ourselves day in, day out. The if only I's, the shoulda, woulda, couldas. Kicking ourselves into an early grave. For the record, that's what the news does. That's what weather sites today do too. They show you all the negatives to help you kick yourself into an early grave. But as a mystic in training, and that's what you are, definitely come join us Wednesday, you mystic, beautiful, loving mystic in training. You can look at the other side of the coin. And if you're an empath, you are so ready to become a mystic. That is the next level. Look at the other side of the coin. Look for the divine timing and look for the gifts. Woe is me, poor me. I have a hernia. No, man. Holy smokes. I got to qualify. Holy smokes. I was given a kinder chance to slow down. Holy smokes. What a gift. Holy smokes, what are the gifts in your life? Look at the divine timing of what didn't work out, but then look at the divine timing. The aha of what did work out. You want proof, look for what did work out. Start a miracle journal. I encourage you today, start a miracle journal. Usually, I talk about a miracle journal as something where you write down your signs, your symbols, your synchronicities of the universe to be shown how it is such a positive game. But I also want you to specifically write down the positive timings. Okay, I got this call earlier today, and it was kind of a stressful moment of how do we fit all these appointments in? And they fit in much better, much more relaxing, and probably caught the doc before he was in a panic having to run and do what he needed to do. And he was in a more relaxing place as well. look for the positive divine timing. We rarely take the time to look for the positives. You have to understand the conspiracy that's taking place between you on the other side of the veil and the rest of your divine team that will ultimately serve you in greater ways than you could ever imagine is a total and complete setup in your favor. In fact, you can even give gratitude for the setup. The gratitude brings your energy higher and higher and higher still. Thank you for my hernia. Oh, okay. Thank you for my hernia. Thank you for my surgery. Thank you for my opportunity to recognize and find a way to offload some more of this work. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you is the energy of ascension, the energy of pure love, the energy of the ultimate gift. It helps raise your vibration. That's what we're doing at the School of Mystics. That's what you're doing when you recognize things. That's what you're doing when you recognize that this is a conspiracy in your favor. If you recognize everything that's coming your way and that life is an energy game, it's a vibration game. It's a game of illumination. It's a game of illusion. It's a game where you get to shine your light bright. Then every single thing that happens, whether it's a negative or whether it's a positive, every single thing starts to turn your light up. Every single thing starts to bring you up higher and higher and higher still. Doesn't mean you can't be tired. Doesn't mean you can't be exhausted. But your light starts to glow and grow brighter and brighter and brighter still. This is a game of vibration, of frequency, of singing, of song, of a symphony, of which you play such an important note and such an amazing instrument, the instrument of you. Every single thing that comes your way is an opportunity to play at a higher octave, play at a higher vibration. And when you begin playing at the highest level, and yes, I so encourage you to join our School of Mystics this Wednesday because we're going to help you play at that higher level. Oh, Jill Mitchell. Speaking of which, thank you very much, Jill Mitchell. Jill Mitchell. How does it get any better than this? How does it get any better than this? Oh, and I send so much love to both of your twin sons, both here and on the other side of the veil. How does it get any better than this? And you are a true mystic, Jill. When you recognize, like Jill does, that everything here has an opportunity to raise your vibration. It's not so much that you celebrate what can be tremendous horrors. And Jill is someone who's been through tremendous, incredible, horrific challenge I wouldn't wish on anyone, period. Done deal, end of story. But you can still find a way to see it as an energy raiser. Even especially when things go down. As you become a mystic, as you begin to play with energy, your energy comes up, 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 up. That's the ultimate gift of your angels. That's the ultimate gift of you on the other side of the veil. That's the ultimate gift of this conspiracy on your behalf, is to leave the victimhood behind. Leave victimhood behind and enter a state of gratitude, or as I call it, a how does it get any better than this? How does it get any better than this? And then you begin to rise up, no matter the life circumstances. That's what we're talking about, how to vibrate at a higher level, no matter one's life's circumstances. We can still trip and fall. Homeboy here still goes, oh, I can't believe, oh, no, oh. But then I bounce and go up. That's what we get to do. And we don't bounce and go up without a cosmic setup, without a cosmic rebounder. We don't get there without our angels' help. And we don't get there without gifts from the universe. So the next time things are going good and then blammo, or you just missed something, or you're just a tiny bit too late, or the timing was all weird. I'll put weird in quotes. Don't kick yourself. Don't shout at the universe. Well, you can. It's okay. But give thanks. Give thanks for being set up. Give thanks for this opportunity to learn, to grow, to ascend, to raise your vibration to a higher and higher and even higher level still. Because that truly is, how does it get any better than this? And that's what life is all about. Woohoo! With that said, I want to open it up to questions here, and I am going to be daring and take a sip of smoothie, which could look really, 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 really funny on air. But I'm excited for it. Hold on. I'm going to rub my eyes. It has been such a day, such a week, such a time with this hernia. This is not a complaint, but whew, it's been interesting. And thank you, Aya, for running everything. And thank you, Anne. Thank you to everybody on the Dream Team. All right. From Ramen. Hi, Michael. What do you do when you relive your past mistakes and you're not able to forgive yourself or have trouble sending out love? Robin, the place to start, and I still have one or two key wounds where I'm like, oh, it's the best way to put it. Treat yourself as if you're little Robin. It's okay, Robin. It's okay. It's okay. Just start there. Not forgiving ourselves happens for two reasons. One, loved ones and mentors when we were growing up didn't forgive us. That hurts and that sucks. Secondly, we used not forgiving ourselves as a preemptive tool to keep ourselves from getting in more trouble with the tribe. A lack of forgiveness is a survival mechanism. You recognize that, you start to set yourself free. Now, you can do all sorts of techniques: EFT, emotional freedom technique, Dr. Bradley Nelson's emotion code, the clearing work we do in our School of Mystics every third Wednesday of the month. All of these techniques will help you to forgive yourself and get yourself so much lighter. But it can just start, Robin. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Or like having baby Robin in your hands. You know, if baby Robin, so, all right, well, we've got a baby. And of course, that regurg thing, it's strong, it's real. We don't fully know how to handle that. All she needs to do is look wrong, look cross-eyed, have a tiny little cough, and the entire contents of her belly can be expunged on a moment's notice. Now, let's say that Jessica just fed 120, 150, 180 mil of formula and breast milk to baby Hannah. And baby Hannah laughed, coughed, and threw it all up. Robin, would you yell at baby Hannah for losing the content of her stomach? No, not a chance. That's who and what you are. It's who and what I am. We all do things in our infancy here on earth that we get upset ourselves with or about. But we didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, but I coulda and I woulda, shoulda. No, that's the cosmic setup. The coulda, woulda, shoulda is all the cosmic setup. Love yourself up as if it's baby Robin and as if baby Robin just regurged everything. Love yourself up like that, Robin. This is the highest level game. So you were set up to be put in a position where you wouldn't forgive yourself for years or for decades or for the better part of your lifetime, to help you to learn and grow and ascend, not to keep you in a state of misery. State of misery is committing a crime on yourself over and over and over and over and over again. Talk about the ultimate suffering. You may have done something once that you feel you are very disappointed in yourself. Okay, although you were set up. But now you keep reliving it and redoing it and reliving it and redoing it and driving yourself into the ground and an early grave when you nor I have any ability to go back and do anything about it. The only thing we can do is shift to a higher vibration and shift to a higher gear and love ourselves up, starting with the it's okay, then get to like ourselves up, then get to love ourselves up for the experience, not despite the experience. To say to little Robin, wow, what you went through really sucked. And I know, God, that was awful. And you did the best you could. And it was an awful decision that it feels like you made. And you were set up. I'm so sorry. And this has been such a miserable 10, 20 years or however long it's been because of it. I'm so sorry. But I'm here for you now. That's the cosmic setup. That's what you can do, Robin. And that truly is a how does it get any better than this? All right, next question from Information Gatherer M. Is it really difficult for me to transmute this anger with people I live with and medical government issues most of my life? Is it really difficult for me to it is really difficult for me to transmute this anger with people I live with and with medical and government issues my whole life. Any help? Tried meditation, but can be too tense. Don't take it on yourself. Either come to the School of Mystics and learn how to do these things, or at least spend time talking to your angels and guides and say, you don't have to do it in meditation. You can literally talk to them. You guys take this. Cosmic setup? Okay, I'll buy that. You take it. I don't want to deal with this. Your whole job becomes A, let go of the hot potato. B, don't focus on the hot potato. You focus on the hot potato, you bring the hot potato back up. Yeah, but this is my life. Okay, what can we do to change things? Focus on where you're empowered, not where you're a victim. Now, it could be, like Mandela, the only place that you're empowered is truly on the inside. On the outside, you're behind bars, even with your family. Okay, start there. Start exactly where you're at with what you've got, with what you have, saith Arthur Ashe. That's where you get to play the game. Work on diving in here, work on going up there, and work on being a victim to no one and no thing. That will empower you, Information Gatherer. Sending all my love your way. Susan, is surrendering to the universe strictly about faith? I say I surrender and then I find myself fearful again. I know fear is from ego. I'm just not sure how to blindly trust. Faith and blind trust are two different things. There's a faith in knowing things will work out. There is a faith in knowing that if I look both ways and cross the road, the odds are that I'm going to get there quite safely. There is a blind trust that says, I'm just going to close my eyes and whatever happens, happens. You take it, universe. And then, well, at least half of the time, you're probably back on the other side going, whoops. So surrendering to the universe is offloading the fear, the guilt, the worry, the shame as much as you can. And there's always another level that you can get rid of. And I'm speaking for myself personally. I am Mr. Fear about a bunch of stuff, which makes it easier to teach about. I'm honest about it. There are things that scare the heck out of me, particularly when I'm overwhelmed. My team will certainly attest to the fact that when I'm overwhelmed, I'm a little scaredy cat. And then I step back and I lean into all of it. But I can be overwhelmed just as good as the best of them, maybe more than the best of them. However, at the end of the day, I have this higher level perspective. This just means the box that I'm looking through that says, I know it's still going to be all right. I get to look both ways. I get to be as diligent or prudent as I possibly can. And I know things will work out. And I surrender that I will not try to figure out all the details. I'll leave that to the universe, but I will still look both ways before I cross the road. That's where I want you to play the game, Susan. It's not a game of blind trust, of blind faith, of you have to believe in everything. In fact, when it comes to faith, I say start small. Start with tiny little things. That's why you get a dream journal or a miracle journal going, and look for the signs, symbols, and synchronicities. Look for those positives. The more that you write them down, the more that you see. The more that you see and the more you write them down, the more that appear. The more that appear, the more faith you have, the more you will see, the more that will appear before you, and so forth and so on. It's not blind. They start to appear before you. That's where I want you to play the game, Susan. Take a sip here. Whew. And then we're going to wrap things up. We're going to go about another 5 minutes of questions, and then I'm going to go into a meditation. And based on everything in this hernia, I'm going to put myself to bed early. So let's go 1 or 2 more questions here. You know, I often make smoothies that are less than stellar lately. This is a good one. I got to remember that. All right. Sophie. Hi, Michael. We came here on Earth to learn, but on the other side, we know love and everything else that is to learn here. Then why do we come on Earth to learn? What exactly are we wanting to learn? We're wanting, okay, so on the other side of the veil, we know everything about pure energy, but we don't know things about physicality. The two go hand in hand like yin and yang. So on the other side of the veil, you're vibrating at this high level. And you send yourself down to this low level. But when you start raising your vibration in this physicality, this heavy, dense place, it takes your on the other side. Forgive me, everybody. And brings it up even higher still. There is no ultimate octave. There is no place specifically that you can point and say, I want to get to here. Universe is always expanding. We are always expanding and growing on either side of the veil. So even though we can say we're infinite, we're divine beings, we're all knowing beings, there's a paradox within that. And I can't pretend to know what infinity is on this side of the veil. I can't even pretend to have a clue. But I know that I was sent here to learn and grow and experience so that my vibration goes up here, which makes my vibration on the other side of the veil go up as well, which helps everybody's vibration go up here. Your vibration is going up just hearing me. This is an attunement, meaning I am gifting you with an energetic frequency that helps raise your vibration. I'm helping you raise your vibration. You're helping other people raise their vibration, and your vibration is going up here, and your vibration on the other side of the veil is going up. And this is all a game of vibration. It's not a game of knowings. It's not a game of doings. It is a game of frequency. And on any side of the veil, your frequency can continue to go up and up and up, higher and higher still. The learnings are masquerades or masquerading. What's the best way to put it? Your learnings are energy. It's not about learning, hey, I know Kung Fu, or I now know origami, or I now got to go to world championship or something. It's fun. It's not about the doing. It's not about the learning. It's about what's the frequency that came out of it. So somebody can say, well, all you were is, heaven forbid, a parent. Oh my God, what was the hardest, most amazing job in the world? All you was as a parent. Oh, are you kidding me? But if you parented and your vibration went up and up and up, and you help your child energy go up and up and up, and they help somebody else's energy go up and up and up, have you done the most incredible thing in the world? Last note, Sophie. When I say energy go up and up and up, I don't need a world full of Michael clones, of woohoo people out there. It's kind of cool, but we don't need it. Whatever your energy looks like expanding and growing. That's what's most important. Sophie being even more of Sophie and who Sophie is capable of being. That's what you get to learn. That's where you get to play. That's what you're going to bring home with you. All right, last question of the evening. And I know I tend to say last question and then last question. But MacB, you get the last question. I'm not even going to scroll into my document past that. My apologies to everyone whose question I didn't get to tonight. Definitely come join us in the School of Mystics. Bring your question. If it pertains to being a mystic, chances are I'm going to get to it on Wednesday night's class. But I get to put myself to bed early, and I can hear Jessica's up, and I want to see what she needs so I can help get us all to bed early here tonight. MacB. 2 months ago, I had sudden sharp knee pain, and now, with no warning, I find myself facing full knee replacement surgery. My joint silently deteriorated, having a hard time making peace with it. All right. So we can look at this several levels, and I'm sure you looked at it in the level of, is this absolutely necessary? And sometimes it is. And I'm one who I always look at, are there other means and what's truly medically necessary? And I'm guessing you have done that. This hernial tear, I understand what I'm in for, and I mean, I've healed a cracked knee, not a knee replacement. I've healed a cracked knee before with light. So I understand what seems easy and doesn't seem easy to repair. If this seems like something that absolutely needs to be repaired, we give thanks for it. Crazy. We give thanks for it. I believe it was Greg Louganis who we had on the show. The most winningest divers in the history of diving. And I believe he was saying that he had either knee replacements or I believe dual hip replacements. You can check on that. And you're going, well, he's the most amazing athletic being. And yeah, still happens. It's okay. Now, what is a knee about? Where aren't we stepping forward, MacB? Where are we stuck? Where have we seized up? Where have we come to a grinding, sharp halt with a stabbing pain, I might add? The body is always talking to us. The body never lies, never, ever lies. So if your knee is crumbling and fallen apart and seized up and come to a grinding halt, let's look at the bigger picture of life, MacB, and ask, how is the knee a metaphor for what's going on in my very existence here on earth? And then we can rock it and play a bigger picture game. Now, I want to be the opposite of a Debbie Downer. I do have my joints, but MacB, I'm rocking twin titanium femurs, twin titanium hips, and a titanium wrist at this point. How does it get any better than this? I'm 52. I have no ACL in my left leg. Yeah, I got a hole where that goes. And the list goes on and on and on. Can still rock it, still go to a world championships. MacB, the body speaks, we do the best we can, but we recognize that if we get the knee replaced, and wow, I've said in the latter half of life, in the second half of life, we get to all become professional athletes. We get to all take such amazing, incredible care of our bodies. They demand it and they have earned it. So what if you replace this knee, MacB, and you become fitter and stronger and healthier than ever before? Not despite having the knee. Oh, well, think of how much I could have been a better runner, hiker, biker, or swimmer, or whatever. If I had had my original knee. No, that was the fuel, MacB. Use it as the fuel and the gift that it is. That's what I want you to do. All right, I'm going to take another sip. We're going to go into a really short meditation. I haven't even mentioned it. I should be just singing it from the highest mountaintops. We have a meditation channel now. How does it get any better than this? Twice a week meditations, usually once a week with me, once a week with an amazing guest who's been on the show. These are meditations that raise your frequency. These are meditations that bring you up. These are meditations that have very specific purposes to them. So if you find my meditation is very short here tonight, which it probably will be, come to our meditation channel. It's Inspire Nation Meditations. And I should be able to put a link down there. So I want you coming, of course. Join our School of Mystics on Wednesday. I have an amazing discount code there for you. Come Join us. So incredibly affordable, so powerful and positive and life-changing and transformative, and the superlatives cannot end for how much it's going to change your existence. And then groove on our free meditations. Well, first off, we have meditations, powerful group meditations with the School of Mystics and powerful clearings with the School of Mystics. But I've also got free meditations here on Inspire Nation Meditations. So click the subscribe button for Inspire Nation Meditations and take in all this meditative goodness as well. I hope you're having as much fun tonight as I am. All right, let me have a sip of smoothie here. And I feel like using the smoothie as a water bed, and just going to sleep on it for healing. I'm not tired at this moment because I am plugged into spirit. But as soon as these lights go off, I'm going to go. Actually, I'm going to first go, Pookie, is there anything I can get for you? And I can already see I have some pumping equipment to clean. That is my job. That is my honor. And then I will check in on the Pook Star. She's been upgraded. Her name is Jessica, but go by Pookie or Pook Star. And then I will put us to bed. All right. Yum, yum. And one more shout out to Aya and Anne and my entire dream team for running everything. You guys rock. You guys are awesome. You guys are the best. How does it get any better than this? All right. So let's sit up good and comfortable. Get those eyes really closed tonight because I'm tired. You might be tired too. Feet, you can do a little tap dance on the floor. You can do a little wiggle with your butt in the chair. This is a fun one. Simply breathe in through the nose, down to the belly, and out through the nose. In and out. In and out. So you continue to breathe in and out. I want us to form another giant circle. We tend to do this often because there is a power in the group, a giant circle of everyone here tonight, past, future, and present. Feel the hand on your right. Don't worry. They've been sanitized. They're clean. They're perfect. And feel the hand on the person to your left. Nice, clean, sanitized as well. You sway to the right. You sway to the left. And to the right. And to the left. As you continue breathing in and out and swaying to and fro, I want you to imagine that there is a purple, yes, the violet blue flame of Saint Germain. There is a violet, blue, purple campfire at the center of this magnificent circle. And this is the campfire of regret. This is the campfire of lack of forgiveness. This is the campfire of guilt, of shame, of disappointment, and of liberation, of joy, of love, and of freedom. And so what I would like you to do, you're in such a super safe circle surrounded by loved ones. And did I mention there's a circle immediately behind the circle of angels, with their wings on your shoulders, holding you right now as we speak. Can you feel the angels that have your back? You might get shivers, angel bumps, chills, or just feel supported. So what I'd like you to do now is think of an experience where you felt you blew it, felt things did not go right, felt you screw things up, felt you just missed. If only I had. And I want you to pull that experience out of your heart, out of your bowels, out of your gut, out of wherever it is hiding inside of you. And I want you to throw it like it is a hunk of dark coal. Throw it right into the center of that flame. And don't worry, there's such a gravity, no matter how bad your toss, it will go into that flame. and see it burned up and transformed into sparkly little diamonds in the heavens. Sparkles come out of that violet blue flame as you are set free. You take that in, you breathe deep, and now you go back into your heart, back into the bowels of your soul, back into your gut, and ask yourself, what is it I regret? What is it I was so disappointed? What is it that if only I shoulda, woulda, coulda, or just missed out on? And I want you to pull that out as well. And throw that again into the violet blue flame of Saint Germain. Watch it explode. Watch it like a fireworks that goes crackle, crackle, crackle as it spreads out into a whole bunch of sparkles and streamers. And see those sparkles and diamond-like streamers go up into the heavens. And now one more time. If you're super brave, if you're super strong, I'd like you to go into your heart, go into your gut, go into the darkness of the bowels and the depths of your soul, and find that one thing, the one thing you dare not tell anyone else about, for which you certainly have not forgiven yourself and dare not even speak about yourself to yourself. And I'd like you to pull that out. I know it's like a giant hunk of coal. And I'd like you to lob or toss that with everything you got into the violet blue flame of Saint Germain. Watch it burn. Watch it dissolve. And watch it explode into 1,000 beautiful sparkles up above. You can actually see those sparkles rise up, up, up into the heavens until you look at the night sky and you can't tell what are the stars and what are the sparkles that came out of the transformation of that wound. The heavens is even brighter and even greater because of your transformed wound. The nighttime sky is even brighter and even greater, even more brilliant because of what you've been through, because of what you did, because of your setting yourself free, because you were set up, because you leaned into it, because you were brave, and because you let it go. This is a world filled with such brilliance, such joy, such horror, such travesty, such tragedy, and such light. You can make this world whatever you desire. Anything at all. Do not play victim, not for another moment. Do not play small, not for another nanosecond. And if you find a hurt, if you find a wound, bring it back here. Bring it to the School of Mystics. Bring it to the violet blue flame and set yourself free, because it is all a cosmic setup for your highest good. It is all a cosmic setup to help you to shine. It is all here to help bring your energy up higher and higher and higher still. And truly, how does it get any better than this? How does it get any better than this? I love you guys so much. Replay this, particularly replay the whole thing, but do the meditation again and again to help yourself get lighter and lighter and lighter still. If you join the School of Mystics, third Wednesday from now, we are going to do a massive clearing, harnessing the power of the group as well. How does it get any better than this? We are going to work this month on cracking your heart wide open, turning you into the transceiver of the universe, and helping you to become the mystic you're already on the way to being, the mystic that you were always meant to be, the mystic that you already are on the other side of the veil. And how does it get any better than this? So love you guys so much. Have the most beautiful, beautiful evening ahead, and keep on shining bright. Woohoo! All right. Off to bedtime I go. Love you guys. Thank you, Aya. Thank you, Anne. Thank you, Dream Team. Thank you, you. Good night, everyone.